Okay, so last week I promised you that knuckle cracking thing, right? Well, I've got that. Plus, four more lies that are gonna mess with your head. And listen, one of these myths, it's literally in the name of a medical procedure. Like, we name surgery after something that never actually happened. I'm not even kidding. Real quick, crack your knuckles right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. Did you feel guilty doing it? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We've been programmed to feel bad about stuff that's totally harmless. Let's fix that. Here we go. Myth number 5. Cowboys were constantly having epic gunfights in the Wild West. Dude, Hollywood completely made this up. You know what actually happened in those frontier towns? They banned guns. Dodge City, Tombstone, Deadwood all had strict gun control. You had to check your weapons at the sheriff's office like checking your coats at a restaurant. Most cowboys went their entire lives without seeing a single gunfight. The OK Corral, that was front page news because it was incredibly rare. We're talking about farmers and cattle herders, not Clint Eastwood. If gunfights were rare, lightning myths are even more shocking, literally. Myth number 4. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. The Empire State Building gets hit like 25 times every single year. Every year. This myth probably started because people don't hang around after getting struck by lightning the first time. Fair enough. But lightning doesn't have memory. It just hits whatever's tallest and most conductive. Physics doesn't care about your feelings. But wait until you hear about Caesar. This one's gonna blow your mind. Myth number 3. Julius Caesar was born by cesarean section. Here's the thing that'll mess you up. We literally named the C-section after him because of this myth. But check this out. His mom lived for decades after he was born. The name actually comes from the Latin verb caedere, which just means to cut. In ancient Rome, C-sections were only performed on dying or dead mothers to try saving the baby. If you survived childbirth, you definitely didn't have a C-section. The procedure was essentially a death sentence. So either Caesar's mom defied all medical knowledge of her time, or we named a life-saving surgery after a 2,000-year-old piece of fake news. Myth number 2. You need 8 glasses of water a day. I cannot tell you how many people have stressed themselves out over this, carrying water bottles everywhere, setting phone alarms, feeling guilty when they forget. Here's what actually happened. Some nutrition board in 1945 said you need about 8 cups of fluid daily. Fluid, including the water in food, coffee, tea, everything. Somehow that got twisted into chug 8 glasses of pure water or die. Your body has this amazing thing called thirst. Trust it. Quick test before we get to the big finale. How many glasses of water do you think people actually drink on average? I'll give you a second. Nope, way less than 8. We've been guilt tripping ourselves over nothing. Basically, your sandwich hydrates you just as much as that water bottle you forgot at home. And myth number 1, the one you've been waiting for. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Remember when I told you to crack them at the beginning? How many of you hesitated because your mom or teacher told you it's bad for you? Here's what's actually happening. There's fluid in your joints with dissolved gases. When you crack, you're just popping gas bubbles. That's it. Like popping bubble wrap. But here's the crazy part. There was this doctor, Donald Unger, who got so tired of hearing this myth that he decided to prove it wrong with his own body. For 60 years straight, he cracked the knuckles on his left hand twice, daily. His right hand never touched it. 60 years later, he examined both hands under X-ray. The results? Absolutely identical. No arthritis difference whatsoever. This man literally sacrificed 6 decades of his life to prove your worried relatives wrong. Alright, confession time. Which one got you? I'm genuinely curious. I was drinking those 8 glasses religiously, until I researched this. And here's a fun challenge. Bet you can't guess the Titanic myth I'm covering next week. Drop your guesses in the comments, because if we got these 5 wrong, what else are we walking around believing that's complete nonsense? From Wild West fantasies to surgical naming fails, from nature's physics to your own joints, you're watching history got it wrong, and once again, history got it wrong. Next week, I'm tackling something that's going to make you question every disaster movie you've ever seen. It involves the Titanic, and no, it's not about the door fitting 2 people. I mean, if the Wild West Caesar and even your own body got it wrong, what chance does the Titanic have? First things first, drop your Titanic myth guesses in the comments. I'll heart the right answer, so get creative. And if I just saved you from a lifetime of unnecessary water chugging and knuckle guilt, smash that like button. Subscribe, because this series is basically myth rehab for your brain, and apparently everything you learned was wrong. I'm here for it.